Good morning. Uh, kind of just I don't know, I guess a different one. Feels kind of tired, but kind of just adding a little bit more stuff to my office. Not like a lot, but I found my old Harry Potter thing, my Call of Duty world. Just so many like random things that you're like, why do you have that? Like, why do you have a blue Game Boy and why do you have a N64 cam? You know what I mean? And then I got my boy Wally to keep the desk guarded. He's pretty decent size. Oh, I don't have like a good oh, well, I guess a bottle. Yeah, bottle. The representation stays pretty well. Pretty stout. I I love finding like really weird, um, like obscure, expensive toys. That it's like, why is that so expensive? But at the same time, you're just like, that's super cool. But yeah, I don't know. I like that Wally a lot. I think it's super cool. As stupid as it seems, it's like a $500 Wally. You know what I mean? It's just a toy. I think I paid like I think I paid like $5 for it, but yeah. So I went out today. I did all the things I was supposed to do. I almost forgot to go to the bank. The only reason I remembered to go to the bank is because I tried to go to Ross and they weren't open yet. I think it was like 9 o'clock or something, and I was like, dude, there's no way. And then it was like, yeah, it doesn't open until 9:30 or 10:30 or something. I can't remember. But I went there and I was like, all right, well they're closed. So then I just went down to the bank and I talked to the lady about like a credit card and I got a couple different things I needed to do. And I'm finally just like changing my address over to like an actual address that I've lived at in some years and applied for the credit card just to see. I don't know. I guess she also pitched me the thing where like I just put in like 500 bucks. I can put in like 3,000. I can put in $300 to $5,000 for my own limit on a credit card. Yeah. So I'll probably just like if I have to go that route, I'll just put 500 bucks on a card. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Went and got my oil change, and you gotta kind of watch out just because like they be trying to run the scam on people. Like maybe I'm wrong, but like sometimes like so my car does kind of like weak coolant, and they wanted to charge me like 150 bucks or something to add coolant. And I'm like, I got a big gallon jug in the trunk of coolant, good to go. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about that. The transmission, fluid leaking from the seal or whatever at the bottom is an issue, but 20 bucks on, a bottle of transmission fluid and continue to save up for another vehicle is kind of the strat I'm going with for now. Maybe at some point I'll fix it. It's like I have the money to fix it, but it's it's like burning the transmission fluid. Okay, it's not burning the transmission fluid. I can put red transmission fluid in it, and maybe it just needs to be flushed, but it always comes out like just gray. Like you could go like a day or two, and it's just like gray. You know, so I think like I want to say I always say like, oh, my car's on my last leg or just trying to, you know what I mean? Dude, I go by people's cars and I hear cars make like crazy noises, and I'm like, what? What is that noise? Or sometimes I'll be like, is my car making that crazy noise? And then it'll just be like some POS van with like everything rusted falling off of it, but the thing still like runs and drives, and it's like my car don't really make very many noises other than the belt's not very happy. You know what I mean? That's not true. It makes noises, but none of them are super alarming. Yeah. I opted to do this instead of even just turning my computer on because I was just so exhausted. Because I only slept 2 hours. Because again, like, can't go to sleep when I need to go to sleep. So I only slept 2 hours, and I drove an hour to get my oil changed. I had a couple thrift stores, hit the bank. Ross was closed even after I left the bank, so I ended up just going to I go to your store twice, and you're closed, and I went an hour apart, and it's like 10:15 or 10:20, and I was like, dude, I'm just gonna go right next door to the Burlington. Like I'm done. I don't care. So I got 2 packs of Wolverine socks, $5 a piece. They were marked down, 4 pairs for $5 a piece. You know, it's all right. And then I got another pair of these, which not my favorite thing because these don't have like a fly hole, and they're also not the most comfortable thing. But I really don't want to go back to Hanes boxers or Calvin Klein or like I don't know, man. Like I haven't had very good luck with boxers. Like so, I went with them joints because for some reason the medium pack was the only pack that was on sale for like $3 cheaper. So I just grabbed those. Again, just boxers and socks. Good for me to have. I usually wear 2 pairs of socks in my boots just so I don't know. I guess my feet don't get so irritated because my feet are just gross. But while I was waiting at the shop for my car to get done, I ran next door to the other thrift store, and I always look up front whenever I go in a thrift store. Like most of them have like a kiosk or just whatever, so I always just like look through that. But I found come on a little somber keychain. You know what I mean? Somber keychain. Um, you know, for the most part, if I find something up front, people will just be like, "Yeah, you can walk through with it, do your thing." Sometimes people are like, "Nah, bro, you leave that at the register," and I don't blame them because people got, you know what I mean. People got like grabby hands. Like me, I was like, can I just pay for this when I get up to the thing? Because it's first thing when I walked in. So I just walked around holding the joint. You know what I mean, the whole time, like just holding it in my hand, like I ain't stealing it. I got a bag full of money. So yeah, but yeah, this is the only thing I found that I I don't want to say I got beat, but like I wouldn't say I got beat. It was just one of the things where like it's not bad manners, but it's probably karma because I do this to people sometimes. You'll see somebody picking, um, and then you'll just go in front of them and start picking. Like if they're picking small, then you just go to medium, and then you just pick that down. You know what I mean? So there was like a reseller that I think I've seen once or twice, and I'm an hour away. But I've seen this dude like once or twice. He does not play games. I never really see him with anything like that good. He had like a couple of jackets, like so. I start looking through jackets, like I say, and I start with like the small section, and he goes straight down to like the puffer jackets. Because again, he's probably his, he knows the stores more than I do. So he goes straight to the puffer jackets or whatever. Maybe he finds like 2 or 3 puffer jackets, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think this guy's got any taste. So I don't think they were North Face. I don't think they were anything special. I think they were just jizzunk. Because he left something nice on the shelf that I was like, what do you mean? I can't even remember what it was. It was like a weirdly nice. Oh, yeah, it was a. Well, I don't think it's really worth anything, but it was a leather with fur lining Playboy jacket. Like it was just like brown leather. I didn't look on the back to see if it had a Playboy on it. But yeah, it was just, with like fur lining, and I'm like, he passed that up, or maybe he didn't see it. I don't know. Not that I took it, but I'm just like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, he walked in, like he picked in front of me, grabbed a couple of jackets because he seen I was picking through the jackets, and then he just like he walked up to the front of the store and he just started like going on his phone, just jerking himself off, trying to figure out like, are these worth anything? So yeah, I'm tired. Like I said, I got like 2 hours sleep, so you know the salty rage in me is there. Um, Work was kind of okay. It was kind of whatever because Jim was he was the operator. I was supposed to run my thing, but then they never got hooked up. Not until the last 30 minutes of the shift. So he was just the operator, and I just let him do his thing. Like I'm just like, yep. And the thing is I won't even learn the cell that they have him work because I refuse. Like I refuse. I'm already capped out on what I'm willing to learn for the money, and it's like, no, I will not become that specialized technician for you for $17.76. Just won't do it. So I just anytime anything happens with that machine or anything, I'm just like I don't know anything, and I walk away. I don't know nothing. Like the couple of machines that I know how to run, well, the couple lines that I know how to run, I know how to run pretty much everything on the line, and yeah. So like when I go over there, I'm comfortable, but yeah, like I'm not learning new things. Like it's basically the job that I turned down when I first started. They wanted to train me to learn something really difficult, and I was just like, no, no, I think not. So Like I say, unless like the dinero kicks up, that ain't happening. So I just play stupid, and they ever put me over there, they're not gonna be happy. Well, I mean, I want to say they're not gonna be happy, but they let Jim get away with anything. Like Jim is making. We make tons of mistakes, and we are going so slow. It's just, yeah. But I don't make it super long. Work was is all right. You know what I mean? I made it through. I was so exhausted. I felt like I was gonna pass out around lunch, but I got a couple goldfish in me, and feel a little bit better. That's another problem is like Pop Tarts aren't very filling, and all I really ate for a few days was like just Pop Tarts and milk. So I didn't feel very good at work on like a day where I had no sleep and everything else. Uh, but I made it through. I I kept thinking like, ah, dude, I kind of want to go home, this and that, but going home means I lose money. It means I lose my stupid attendance bonus. Like everything just means I lose money, and I spent like a couple $100 today. Like I can't, you know what I mean? So, well, I took out some. I took out like $100, and I spent like money at Walmart and just food and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it sucks. I kind of talked to Lady a little bit about loans and stuff, but my credit sucks. That really is kind of like irrelevant. I don't know. I'm trying to make some degree of forward progress as a adult, I guess. I don't know. Like for me, it's I have to try really hard not to like be jealous of other people or not even like focus on other people. Right? Like I don't even like looking at people in real life. That sounds bad, but like sitting in traffic earlier today in my car, constantly over worried about it overheating, rolling by this place. Like I'm going to the thrift store, and I already had my oil change and everything else, so it was like I was through most of it, and I was kind of on my way back to my house, but I'm still like 45 minutes away, even though I've already driven 30 minutes. Just yeah. So either way, sitting in traffic, and I see this lady like outside, hanging out with her giant dog, just like brushing the dog. And I'm just like, she's like, I don't know, looks like she's in her 30s, and it's Tuesday. I'm just like, bro, I wish I could do that. I don't know. I always think people have it better than they do, even though some people do. I don't know. I just can't like focus on how well other people are doing because then it makes me feel like more of a piece of shit than I already feel like, and it's like, well, if you feel like 90% of a thing, focusing on how good everyone else has it makes you feel 9% worse. It's like, I don't know, man. So I just try not to focus on other people. I try and just focus on me and making the best of what I can with what I have. And what I have is a strange set of skills. I have a weird set of skills in life, and just, I don't know. It has gotten me this far. I don't know. I wish it could take me much further. No, it's so much longer than I want it to be because I am me, and I just go on forever. But yeah, I also have things to do. Go do laundry next week, and pretty much it. I really need to try and buckle down even harder on saving money, and I just don't understand how I'm not saving. I don't know. It's a whole thing, but I just wish I made more money so that I wasn't so worried about spending money. I think part of it is like, well, I'm not eating enough because I don't want to spend enough money on food because food's too expensive. But I have money that I could eat, right? Like I could buy anything I want at the store. I just like I I prefer to just keep that money in my pocket because I want this house, I want this truck, I want things more than I yeah. So it's a problem. You know what I mean? It's a problem when you want something so much that you've been maxed out like an essential thing that maybe you need. I'm not starving to death, but I am not keeping weight on. So, I mean, but I'm yeah. I don't know. I'm just getting skinnier constantly. Yeah, that's what it is. I guess most people wouldn't think of that as a bad thing, but I guess I just see it as like I'm just like slowly eating less and trying less things because everything's so expensive that I can't justify spending X amount of money on food. Like I don't know. I have to eat and I enjoy eating, but at the same time, it kind of disgusts me. Especially just how wasteful people can be with their money. I mean, how wasteful I've been with my money. Eating out for me was always like, $3, $4 or something at like Little Caesars or just like some random stuff like that. I gotta never go out and spend a bunch of money, but like some people just yeah, I don't know, it's insane. Like I say, everyone just has their own economic bracket and like yeah, it's just so different. Like it's just different. And in my bracket, for me to afford to do the things that I do and everything else, I feel like can't afford medical care, uh, can't afford to eat good, can't afford to just blow money on my car if I'm like, you know what I mean? Like they want this, you know what I mean? They want me to spend like 4 G's in total on my car or something, like to fix my car. My car's 20 years old. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like $4,000, like theoretically is I don't know, probably 12% of a brand new Tacoma. I don't know. It's the whole thing. Everything's money with me, and that's something I kind of hate about myself. But I just I don't know. I need X amount of money to make a goal, or just to have a house and to do the things I want to do. And I just have to keep grinding. Like there's just nothing to it. Like you just can't be weak, can't be shy about it. Even though I am. Yeah, I'm just a weird dude trying to make it. You know what I mean? I don't know what I want. Well, I know I want a lot, but I also don't like even know what that means or what I would do with it. Like I don't know. Like I say, I'm never satisfied. Like no matter how much I give myself or get or do this or that or whatever, I'm never satisfied. I'm just always hungry. Like no matter what. Like even now, like I ate food earlier. Like when I got home from work, I was starving. Like I've been starving for a couple hours. I ate food. I want to go eat food again, and I'm probably just gonna go to bed. So like, it's just yeah. I don't know. Just a potato. We'll probably return to the gaming content tomorrow. I just like I said, I don't want to turn on the PC because then that takes an hour. It doesn't take an hour, but I feel like when I do everything, it's probably gonna take me a half hour, 45 minutes. Even if I just do like a 10-minute thing, it probably will take me a while to like do everything. And then just to leave the computer on to upload it and everything else. So I'd rather just do it on my phone. I guess for today, slightly different. Not really, kind of, but yeah. See you guys.